Right!
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hi guys. Can you give us a shout if you can see us? Ooh, also let me put us to gallery view.
Yes, I see myself like a big head there. Hello, everyone.
I know. I want to sit farther back so my head doesn't look so big.
Actually, yeah, Giannis, you look tiny. You look like a miniature
I'm
person.
hiding behind. I'm just like trying to edge down.
He looks this big. Hey guys, really nice to see you today. Welcome back to our stream. Today we've got a special guest. We have John, aka Thunderbot. I know Fab is busy today, unfortunately, so he's not joining us. But you get us four, which is exciting. And yeah, every week we are having like a fun community guest. So last week you'll remember we had Nathan on, and he did win, lose, draw. Today we've got John, who is like a day one player, and we'll chat about that in a little bit. And we're also going to go through this weekend's event, which is quite special, isn't it, Hyro?
It's very special.
It's very special.
Very.
Yeah, and of course we'll do some Q&A, and Giannis might show you some things. We'll see.
Might. We shall see. Depends on how I feel.
Depends on how he feels, yeah. But first and foremost, let's say hi to some people, and then we'll meet John. Who wants to start? Okay, I'll start. So, hello to Jeffrey MM. Happy Thursday indeed, and Lord Terror PG and Gray Malian. Lots of like names that I didn't know in the past, so that's cool. Darth Tyler and Meteron Windblade, Surak, 82938055514, WD Rasul Play Zero. Yalniz Cooler oh my gosh, Kurtlar, Transformer fan, 1927. Prime Time, how's it going? Lord Dergear, JD Giles. They say Meteron already? I'm not sure. Who else? Poppy Blaz, hello. Nice to see you. Cassius335. And who else? Jayota320. What's up? Spicy Soup. Very cool.
I see.
Billy Bobby. Star Saber. 2190. Nice to see all you guys. Somebody want to say hi on?
I can do YouTube.
Do it.
We see some of the veterans there. Engineer Hoist, hello there. Sunstreaker Boza, hello there. Nice to see you on YouTube as usual. Carpinteria Montesinos.
Oh, that was some good pronunciation.
Hello everyone. Greg Beard, Michael Hallen, Subi Guild, James Giles, a lot of people today. Anonymous Carrot, because it should be anonymous. Joe Bamboo. Nice. Many new people or people names I haven't seen before. So hello to everyone. David Shibi, waves to you too.
Hello.
And happy isolation, as he says to everyone else.
Happy isolation, guys. Hello also to Aiden and Matthew Turner and John Mathis and Garrett, Thorsby and Alvega and Deshaun Lindsay and Joe Merkel and Jason Payne. And unfortunately, I can't read it, but it looks like Russian. Hi, Nathan. How are you? Nice to see you. Stefan Carvalho, Mark Morrow. Ooh, that alliteration. Amaze. Joe Merkel. I think I said that already. Samuel Grebe. Morrow Electrico. Ricardo Soriano. Buzz Martinez Levy. Vince James Lynchley, Eric Danielson. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody.
No.
Nice to see you guys. So, like I said, we've got Thunderbot joining us today, which is exciting times. And if one of you guys would like to join us next week, then shoot us an email to live@spaceapegames.com. That's LIVE at spaceapegames.com to join us next week. And so, yeah, like I was saying, Thunderbot/John is a day one player. He sent me some stats. He said he's played for 1,399 days, which is almost 4 years. He has won 68,289 battles, and probably more now, considering that was yesterday and today is today. And he plays, or he does roughly 49 battles a day. So, yeah, that's not counting the losses, he said as well. And you wanted to give a shout out? Give a shout out, John.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my Alliance Grindbots 40 and my Alliance family, the AQPS family.
Amazing. Hi, everybody. um, so, you've been a player for a really, really long time. You've been with us since the very beginning. Have you become a better player? I imagine that you would have over time. And what are some maybe like errors, whether it's in tactics or strategy, that you might have made in the past that now that you're really seasoned, you would never make again?
Seasoned, yeah, right. Yeah, I think, the strength of being an alliance is you get a lot of different perspectives, a lot of things different people have tried. You can watch in replays what people are doing. I think that especially for me, it plays in when other members of my alliance have really leveled up a bot that I maybe haven't spent a lot of time with, and really opened my eyes to bots like Rook and Rhinox and Goldfire. I never even really wanted Goldfire, and there's a couple people in my alliance who use them really well.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's the one I really hope to get in my next 5-star batch. So
Nice. And what have been over the years some of your favorite like features, favorite updates, releases, that kind of thing?
it's hard to say because they're all really good, but I'd have to go with the addition of the combiners. I think that was a pretty big game changer because it allowed you to beat bases maybe that you couldn't beat with the bots that you have in your shuttle alone. Actually, I met Adam back at HasCon in 2017. That was right around the time that Volcanicus was getting released.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like super enthusiastic about it, and it was pretty infectious. But and at that time, we hadn't really played him, but they had tablets there at the convention and given convention goers a preview of it. And it was really fun. It got me excited for it too.
Nice, yeah. Oh, actually, we'll have to have Adam on one time. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we should invite him and a few other people that haven't been here for a while.
Yeah, true.
True.
They're
Good
still
call.
working for us. We haven't fired.
That's true. They're still there, we promise. Any like particular events that were very memorable for you and why?
Yeah, the one that really sticks out for me was the second Sentius Magnus event, because there was that first event where it was just super rare and really hard to get, and I know people were disappointed, and so you guys heard the feedback, and you ran a second event
That's my
pretty
bad.
soon after that first one, and it just so happened to fall on my birthday, and I got the 4-star Sentius in that second event on my birthday, so I was still really
Nice.
sticks out to me.
That's lucky.
Oh,
Still
amazing.
probably my favorite bot too, so.
What a present.
Yeah, I got him at level 60. I'm waiting to get him into the lab, upgrade the lab so I can get him beyond 60.
Nice.
Amaze. And I guess last question before we head into the event and chat about that. Maybe this one will become your new favorite event. Who knows? But since you've been with the game for such a long time, like what has made you stick with the game until today, and what makes it special for you?
Well, as I'm a lifelong Transformers fan, I've been collecting since I was a kid. I've got a few sitting here at my desk. You can see a whole
Wow.
bunch of the combiners, some of the newer ones.
Barely a fan, then. Yeah.
Yeah, barely a fan. But no, I think it's a really well balanced game. I love getting the new bots are always exciting. I like leveling up my bots to make them more powerful. So, and you can do it in nice small chunks. You mentioned some of the embarrassing stats about how much I play, but you can sneak in a battle, while you're brushing your teeth or while you're waiting for a meeting to start.
I was trying to picture that, how you would do that while you're brushing your teeth.
It's
You just put
hard.
it. You just
It's
put it
hard, but
down.
it can be done. I've done it myself.
The artist is like, yeah, I do that all the time. That's amazing. Love it. Well, shall we take a look at this weekend's event, which is the biggest ever?
The biggest ever it is.
Oh, actually,
Actually,
before we do the event, do we need to clarify something for some people?
Because a lot of people are asking, yeah, we should probably start with that.
Go
let
for
me share
it.
the screen then. Let me share this screen so you know what are we talking about. Uh, this is screen number one.
You put this your background.
That's true. Oh,
I
that would have
thought
been such
about.
a good background.
Okay, can you see this beauty in the screen?
Yes.
Yes, so that was April's Fools. It's not happening as much as we would love to. We have a lot of reactions, for sure. There was people loving it, and there were some hating it, but it was fun. It was just a joke. It's not happening, of course, because then the game wouldn't be the same, and we are Transformers fans as you are, and we will stick to that. But who knows?
That's so funny.
It's nice to dream. It's nice to dream.
Did people get really upset?
Some people did.
Yeah, you could see very strong reactions like, "Don't do this. I am uninstalling the game."
Wow.
Even people from the company, from Space Ape, that they also played,
Oh,
they saw
really?
that. Yeah, they were.
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
doing, guys? You don't think about the players. Yes, we do a lot in our hearts, and it just was a joke.
That's amazing. Okay, yeah. So you guys can all rest easy. Don't worry. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's look at the event.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, I lost the window. The Zoom window. I just couldn't find it.
I am going to try to make that my background now. So that's what I'm going to be
It's in
Cool.
between the unities.
All right,
that
so
now.
let's go into the event. Jairo is gonna get to do the talking, but
Yes.
uh,
So the event is called Mind Tricks. We are playing with your minds. You will see why. You will see why if you follow the story. Because there is some mental stuff happening, and mental is also this event. Basically, we wanted to adapt to the situation and offer the possibility to play more to the ones that are willing to. This is the usual 5-star event, so the rewards per prestige are the same. Uh, you may need to reset or restart your screen, Yaris, because it's showing the old numbers.
sorry.
It's not. It's showing the old numbers, the old string.
Oh well.
Well, never mind. I will tell you the real numbers. It's
Someone.
2000.
April Fool's continues.
Yes. Sorry about that. Because I fixed it in prod, not in pre-prod. Oh,
Yep.
my bad. It's 2000 5-star shards because it's 2000 prestigious. It's 2000 all the skull crystals. It's 400,000 spark, 20k premium shards, and super XP. And it's a good chance actually to use all the XP because it's a long event, and we also have decided to extend it by 1 day. So it will end on Tuesday instead of the usual Monday. Because we are aware people has more time, more things to do, and yeah, we wanted to put this extra day just to help and to extend the event as much as possible. Of course, you are not obligated to finish it. If you do the usual 100 prestigious, you should feel very proud of yourself, and you will get the usual stuff, the usual rewards. But if you want to go with your alliance for the extra mile, you can do so and go over the 200 prestigious.
So yeah, you can see the prestige here, like it is 10 5-star shards per prestige, 200, that's 2000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of premium stars. I think it's 20,000 of them, and probably around 200,000 Spark.
It's a lot of Spark, 400,000 actually.
400,000. Yeah, sorry, my maths are not that great.
Another thing you will notice is that there are now 4 rewards per prestige because this is a feedback from players that when you get a lot of rewards, you spend a lot of time just tapping to claim the rewards. And if you multiply that by 200, it's a lot of tapping and that's boring. So this is now less granular and it's 4 rewards per prestige. You're still getting the same thing, but it's a less gradual on the points. So you have to go 2,200, no, 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, and 10,000.
Have we said that the event actually lasts for an extra day?
Yes, it
Yeah.
will end, a reminder, it will end on Tuesday.
Cool. So hopefully more stuff for people to do over this weekend while staying inside.
Yes, stay home, stay safe, stay entertained, and get 5-star shards. Actually, this is a lot of 5-star shards. So
Yeah,
if you're close to get one, it's a good chance.
that's I think my next 5-star is gonna be this week though. It's gonna be fun.
Do you guys want to maybe take some questions now before we do dialogue? No?
Try to see. So there's, I saw some connections, some questions somewhere else. I'm not sure if it's in the chat or in our Discord chat. People are asking that there is a new client update that's gone out to some Android players today. And the people that got it will probably have seen that you can now upgrade the second slot, the second research slot from HQ12. Before it used to be that you need to be like the new HQ17 and have upgraded the research lab in order to get this option. But now we did put it earlier. So if you get the new version, and probably most people will get it tomorrow, you'll be able to start upgrading 2 bots at the same time if you spend the Z Energy requirement. So it's something for the people that are below HQ16 or 17. So they don't have a need for Z Energy. They can save for the 200k and they can actually unlock the slots. We are planning on doing more with the Z Energy for the earlier players, but that's live now.
I saw a question on YT. Will we ever get 2 bot combiners like Victory Saber or a combiner like Road Caesar?
We do not have the functionality to do that. I don't know. We'll see in the future. There is a lot of interesting 2 spot combinations. Maybe if there is a room for them, maybe we'll consider something in the future.
Oh, there's a question for Thunderbot. What's your go-to war team? Sunstreaker Waza wants to know.
Sunstreak Waza, I watch his videos. My go-to is usually one bot to draw out all the outpost bots. So I usually use Hotspot or Windblade for that. Windblade, especially after this recent buff, is really good for that, I think. And then I've got Optimus in order to draw people to a spot I want. Skylinks for good area effect damage. Got 2 gunners, Prowl and Skyburst. My current alliance also turned me on to the benefit of Trax, who I liked before, but now is indispensable for the smoke. Then I got 1 5-star healer, and then Sentius finishes it off. Is always number 8.
Cool.
Nice.
Typically a nice balanced squad.
Star Wars fan was asking, and good point, what will be happening on the 4th anniversary for your game? It's true, we do have the 4th anniversary coming up soon, hey?
It's a few months
in June.
now. Yeah, we'll have a special event, that's for sure. That's promised, and it will be similar on the rewards like last year. It was a 4-star, no duplicates happening Crystal. And it was very popular, and it's probably the best thing we can give away in an event. So it's likely we will repeat it as having that as a big prize and then different rewards included.
Ooh, Metaron is asking Thunderbot, how do you handle being a commander for a top 20 team?
Actually, stop sharing for now.
Metaron is part of my alliance, so he should know. Yeah, I ended up being commander of one of our alliances for just sort of a temporary fill-in position, and I ended up being in that spot for almost 2 years. So it's kind of a joke about how well I lead.
Oh, I see.
Just a figurehead.
Inside joke. I see. I see what's going on there. Darth Tyler's asking, when did Earth Wars release? It was in June
It was
of.
June.
What are we now?
16, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
June.
Ioannis was there, right? You were,
Yeah,
you were there for the release.
I was there for the release.
The release. Oh, Plazer is asking Thunderbot, what has been your favorite bot of all time?
Well, favorite character is Optimus, but favorite bot to play is Sentius.
Cool. Sunstreak was, it says beta was December before that. Yes, it is true.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I remember everything. Cool. Should we do some dialogue?
Yeah, let's actually let me share again. Okay. Which one do you want to go, John? Autobots, Decepticons?
I gotta go bots.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Roll out.
I guess I'll start with Cosmos. We got a plan? I mean, Deathosaurus could be anywhere, right?
I can be red alert. Not necessarily, Cosmos. We know from the Protector bots that he secretly revotes a former Decepticon staging base from the inside out. So, at a quick glance, it still looked deserted.
Can I do tracks?
Yeah.
Yes.
And, oh wait, I get it. Appearances matter. And what he did once, he might have done twice or more.
Exactly, Trax. Thesaurus is street smart. He would have wanted somewhere to fall back to if it all went wrong at Alpha 3.
Is that me?
Deb?
Oh.
Yeah.
So we check out Alphas 4, 5, and 6. Got it?
Tone it down, Warpath. Unless you want them to know we are coming.
Whatever the case, I think you're onto something, Red Alert. Let's proceed with caution, because if Deathosaurus planned for that eventuality, he's also planned for this. That's what I love about you guys. Fuel tanks are always half empty.
What's with all this chatter? Focus. Be ready for anything. That's it.
Seriously, can I pick the team next time?
Wait, Alpha 4 is that way. I thought we were checking them all out.
You want to take it, John? Take the main call,
We
please.
are Elita 1, but in reverse order. If I were Deathsaurus, I'd put as much distance between me and Alpha 3 as possible.
Maybe booby trap one or more of the ones in between.
Hey, wait, is there a chance I might pick up some dinks and dents here? I thought this was just a reconnaissance patrol, not a combat mission.
Hey, hope for the best. Expect the worst.
Chin chin.
Oh,
That's good help. Yeah, well done.
Yay.
Good job, everybody. Cool. Yeah, we've got time for some more questions.
It's funny because when we because it's when you share the meeting, like it cuts some of the bottom, so most of the dialogue was cut, so they had to let to hear us.
Oh, really?
Reading the dialogue on the
sorry.
screen.
That's
Sorry, guys.
considered torture in some countries.
Like, make it stop. That's funny.
Cool.
But yeah, let's do some more Q&A, and then
Yeah.
we'll do another little round with John.
Yeah. Is there any questions?
Let's see. When will the iOS update be available? Lord Dragir is asking.
Tomorrow, if everything goes fine. Usually, we do release Android a bit first for like a couple of hours. This is like because Android you can release it in segments, so you can pull it back if something finds out. No matter how much we test, we might have missed something. So we're going to a lot of players to just get it first, and then before we start rolling out. So it's not that we don't want to push everything for everyone at the same time, but it's safely not to break everyone at the same time. So usually it'll probably be tomorrow morning.
There's a question about whether we have any plans on revamping chat.
And the in-game chat, not really. Like I know a lot of we did try it before, like to optimize it by having more channels and stuff like that. But a lot of players just prefer to use Line or other kind of chat messaging. We do want maybe in the future to do some maybe muting or some other tools to allow you to hide people that might be annoying you. But it's not really something we're going to spend a lot of time. It's better to just spend a lot of time in other new features or new stuff we can give to the players than just focus on the chat, because there is other software they are better equipped and more feature heavy than us having in the chat in the game.
Rob
I have a
Queen.
quality of life request. Can I sneak
Yes,
one in?
of
Sure,
course.
yeah, for sure.
Now that we're at HQ 17, I'm finding I'm dipping into my inventory more in order to.
Is that holding a reward and just keep collecting that reward instead of?
Well, if you don't need it, you hold on to it, right? But like if I need a million energon or something like that to get up to a research or something like that, you really have to scroll down through your inventory. I don't know if maybe I'm unique in how much I've hoarded, but I have a lot. I have like 750,000 energons, but you got to scroll down through all the others in order to get to it. It'd be nice if you could just repeat purchase whatever you last
Yeah,
clicked.
yeah, that's what I meant. That's like, so you can, if you select the rewards to be something that stays there, and you can just keep getting that reward.
Yeah.
It's been something that been people have asked, so for sure, maybe something to work on in the future.
Rob Queen's writing channel says, Thunderbot, do you always complete the 100 prestige tier events?
100, I think usually we do. Yeah. 200 is going to be tough.
It's gonna be.
Wind Chaser says, Thunderbot, which bots do you have in Outpost?
Outpost. Let's see. I've got Star Saber. I've got Elita 1, Blaster, and Slash. I think those are probably pretty popular ones.
Yeah.
And two of them are 5-star. The other two are 4-star, but all are pretty high level.
Oh, it's almost Ethan Prime's birthday. Happy early birthday. What's that?
Happy. I have one from Papi Bless, if I can jump in. Some players are wondering if we can do something about the weekend bundles because we are on home and getting more from them. Unfortunately, not. I cannot touch these bundles. But we are taking measures for the stay home, stay safe. Don't forget, you can log in Facebook and other social media. You can claim some free fuel cells from there. We'll have more events coming up. We have events in game. So overall, we have covered that, but we cannot touch the bundles.
Cool.
Oh, Lord Drager says, as a good German, you should know that it's bad luck to wish early birthday.
I
Is
think that was
it?
for an in-game messaging.
Well, I'm in Switzerland, so I'll pretend that that's okay. Yeah, is that a thing in Germany? Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh, I'm not a good
Are you
German.
on the German side of Switzerland though?
Yeah. Yes. Is it the German side? Yeah, I believe so. I
So it's
mean,
borderline then.
yeah, it's funny actually. Like the town I'm in is like right on the border between France, Germany, and Switzerland. So when you come out at the airport, you have a choice of going into any of the three. countries, and I went out the Swiss side. I'm not sure which. The short answer, I have no idea.
Uh,
Oh, so sad. Um, cool. Oh, John, I had some more questions for you. Maybe
All right.
Giannis and Hyro, you can scan the chat for
Yeah.
questions in the meantime. Um, yeah, speaking of community, we're all isolated and spending most of our time online and stuff. But you've been part of the Transformers community for a long time. Why? And like, how is it evolved over time, and what makes this community like special to you?
Well, I definitely think it's grown over time. It took a while for the base to build. I, I think the development I enjoyed the most recently has been all the great YouTube content that, like I said, I watch Sunstreaker Waza, Alpha Prime, Engineer Hoist. They do a great job. It really makes the community feel larger, right? Because you've got all this great video content getting produced and watched all over the place.
Very cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have those guys on as well. That would be aces. Do you have any fun stories from your alliance that you can share?
Yeah, my favorite is when I first started with Grindbots. It's commonplace, I think, in a lot of alliances to share what your attack was if you're in a war, and so which stack strategy or a rush or those sort of things. But if you use a combiner, and for whatever reason, I typed in my normal thing and I hit enter, and I look back and it had auto corrected Superion to Supermom. I don't even know why that's in my dictionary, Supermom, but
That's
it
great.
was, and I think I tried correcting it, and it did it again. And so now, just as a funny thing, everybody in my alliance seems to reuse it. So we all call him Supermom.
Nice. Autocorrect, you gotta love it. I remember there was a time where people would throw up like all of their autocorrect conversations like into one place, and you could like scroll through like days and days worth of hilarious autocorrect conversations. Those were the days. Doesn't really happen as much anymore, I feel like. Maybe
It
it got
probably
better.
happens, just people are just accept it as a fact of life, and they kind of read through it now.
Yeah, maybe that's true. That is true. Good point. And it being such like a strange time and stuff, have you found that being part of this community or being part of like the gaming community has like helped?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Our alliance is connected via chat that we use. So many chats going on all the time. It's hard to feel too disconnected when you've got so many people, friends that you're keeping in touch with, keeping up with. And then the other thing I find, I watch a lot more replays now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's made me more of a student of the game, but just watching how different people do different things. It's kind of hard sometimes in a replay to keep track of everything that's getting targeted, or what kind of mine that maybe they tripped. Was it one of the new ones or not? So it's fun to kind of study them and see all the nuances that were going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think it's cool, like especially during this time that gaming's getting like a better rep. Even like a few days ago, like the WHO actually said it's good for you to play games. It's good for you to play games right now, and they have this new campaign called Play Apart Together. Um, yeah, and just sort of listing some of the benefits of being able just to connect with people through games. And I think that's such like a strength of our industry and of our medium. And I think it's also really a nice time to let people who maybe normally don't, play games or who don't associate with games that much also like be part of that community. Um, yeah, because obviously we already know about it, but I think there's so many people out there who probably have no idea that this is like a really nice way to stay in touch with people and to connect and to do something fun together, right? So, yeah, it's neat. Get our parents in there and like kids or whatever, friends that normally don't play games. And yeah, any tips for thriving in isolation? See, I didn't
Thriving
say
what?
surviving, I said thriving.
Surviving, thriving. Yeah, I definitely would say the community appreciates the extra fuel cells you guys have been handing out via Twitter. That's a nice way to boost as you're getting low on fuel, or towards the end of the day. It's a nice boost to keep going.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
here.
We still consider. I mean, there will definitely be some over the weekend too,
Yeah.
especially with the grind event. So hopefully, I will help some people actually get a few more prestiges in.
I love this. Play Zero says my mom plays Fortnite and she's 67. Oh, and I'll post the email address again. Yes, I will do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and we do still have trivia, which John is going to run as well. And he had a couple questions for, I guess, our side before we do that. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and ask, John.
Oh, okay.
Might as
Let me
well.
see.
I'm just going to
Write
put in
these
the
down.
address here.
Yeah, so I guess it'd be interesting to get a behind the scenes peek at how far ahead you guys are in terms of development. It seems like you mentioned HQ17 on the stream, and then boom, it's only a couple of weeks later. And recently you talked about the new battle masters and such. So how far ahead are you guys working? It seems like you mention it, and boom, it becomes real the next week practically.
Uh, it's an interesting question, actually. We're not that far ahead sometimes. Uh, like, I think a lot of times we just talk about something just before it's about to go. We don't want to be talking about a new feature like months in advance before it, while it's still in concept, because we want just to announce maybe something we're not doing as well as some other companies. Maybe we need to be hype things a bit earlier, but usually, I mean, we're definitely gonna be like before releasing the content, before announcing, will be probably a month or 3 weeks away. But lately, it's been kind of down to the point. It's more like, I think we promise ourselves we're gonna do a lot of things early in these few months, and we're going to deliver them. So kind of as soon as we finish them, we kind of push them out. But hopefully in the future we can actually take a bit more time and then just prepare a few stuff and then slowly roll them out.
Then another question, kind of along the same lines, about what's the process in selecting the next bots, and how far ahead do you plan those out? Do you have multiple sets of bots that you could choose from, or do you really only have the next set
No, we actually,
in any state of readiness?
because it takes, I mean, it takes a long time to make bots. There's a lot of stages and a lot of process, and that takes probably months or like a month or something to get them done. And then that's before you even start integrating into the game. That's just for the art team to animate them, to make their model, the paint overs, like the textures that they're using. So we actually have a whole year plan already figured. Like, I think around October we sit down and say, like, next year what bots do we want to feature, and then we just plan that ahead. Sometimes we maybe some tweaks, but it's like usually we do know for a whole year, because we don't want every time we release a bot, okay, what's next now, what bot we're gonna do. So yeah, with that also includes combiners and a lot of other things, so we know exactly when things are going to be coming in.
Cool.
Cool.
We know everything.
There were some other questions, and if you are getting missed, apologies. There are lots of different chats going on. One was around, will there be more triple changes coming out? Another question which we get fairly often around GI Joe.
G.I. Joe, as I said, repeatable. Like, if there is a good opportunity or a good chance and Hasbro let us, we definitely will bring them back. As for triple changers, there is, I think the problem is, like, I think from the Autobot side, there's like an aircraft carrier that transforms it to a plane, and that will be really hard to get into the game to make justice. So, but we can see if we can utilize some other kind of like multi-changer bots into a triple changer bot. Maybe we can bring them back, but no plans for the moment.
Cool. Oh, this is just nice that I saw. Sebastian Cinco says, "It's been 2 years now since I started playing Earth Wars. Really loving the game. Thank you guys for making more amazing content. Look forward to the new bots. Stay safe to you all."
Nice.
Yes, definitely do stay safe. Oh, and some more people are asking anything else about Battle Masters we can say yet.
Well, I'll probably share the screen,
Mm-hmm.
something about the cool tidbit for people to have a look on the background.
Ooh.
This is a nice perk I actually found out like recently. So one of the battle masters that we have is like Ravage and Night Stalker. There's the cassette minions, and if you put them on a bot that actually works on the canvas, they spawn in the canvas and just run around the base.
Ah!
So it's
So
really,
cute.
really, it's so cute. It's, I love it. I love
That
this.
is
I
cute.
have it like running around, and he's just like he's just both just running around the base.
He's on patrol. Look at that. Yoink, yoink.
Oh gosh, it's cute. I love it. Oh my gosh, adorbs.
I do love this, like the zoom in view that you don't really get to just sit around and see what they will have a look at the bases of the bots just walking around. There's also a spoiler that the new color of the walls are coming in with a new version
Mm.
because when we did the HQ17 one, the Autobots one didn't get changed the color significantly, so it's a bit hard to discern, but that's the new colors that you get for Autobot players.
Very cool. Yeah, it's kind of nice when you get that close-up view. Feels like you're almost like a voyeur, like
It's,
watching them live their lives, the
uh,
day to day.
Unfortunately, I think the frame rate is not as good on the stream, but
No, especially going through Zoom, through OBS to out to the live stream is probably not like the best thing ever, but yeah, very cute.
I like how you can see G1 bots with Cybertron bots with all the kind of different shaders there.
One big happy family.
Oh yeah.
Dope. Cool. Shall we do trivia?
yeah.
Trivia time.
Trivia time. Remember, guys,
Sure.
that with your answer include your in-game name, your alliance, and your HQ level. And John has created trivia. He was saying actually that he wins a lot of trivia, so I think they're going to be good questions.
Hopefully, so as an old school player here, I figured I would go back to G1, and they're all themed on G1 voice actors. So
Ah,
get your fingers ready.
okay.
Nice.
Stabbies, yes. Time.
So what do they need to have at the ready?
So yeah, they need to include their in-game name, alliance, and HQ level with their answer. So
Okay.
yes,
All
take it
right.
away, John.
Question number one. Peter Cullen, the legendary voice of Optimus Prime, based his performance on a real life person. Who is that person and what is his name?
Ooh,
That's deep knowledge there.
yeah, it is.
I like.
Maybe read out the question one more time.
Sure. Peter Cullen, the legendary voice of Optimus Prime, based his performance on a real life person. Who is that person and what is their name?
Cool. So who is that person and what is their name?
I,
Starting to
Oh,
see some answers.
yeah, we are actually getting some answers.
Equal parts smart people and fast searchers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I will say some other things, like some other people have observed it. Actually, that's something to hire that you could bring up. A lot of people are saying that there are two free crystals now in the game.
Oh yeah. How could that happen? So that actually comes from a stream. A few weeks ago, someone mentioned, and I checked, and it was doable, and it doesn't break the game or anything. Actually, I think it's a good way to start your collection for the Alt faction, get a boost on some of these boosters or spark if you are lucky. And yeah, it was doable, so we did it as usual. We like to hear what would you like to see in the game. We check it, and when it's over, we do it. So yes, now every day you can claim, every day, every 8 hours, you can claim 2 crystals, 1 perfection. So 1 Autobot and 1 Decepticon. That's the story.
Okay, sorry, I'm just doing stabbies, picking winners.
I thought I was disconnected now, like, oh, what's happening? I don't hear anything.
Oh yeah, no. We're hearing you. Sorry, I'm
Okay,
distracted.
we are here, we are here.
Mm.
Another person asks, for how long will the Took of War last? The Took of War, the Tug of War is the Alliance Wars triple rewards. We will leave it on for now. We don't know for how long. We think it's a good thing to have now, especially in these moments where we are at home. So we'll run it at least for this week, and then we'll see.
Cool.
Okay, I've got winners for the
Winners.
first question. Do you want to tell them what the answer was?
Sure, yeah. So it was his brother, Larry, who was a Marine veteran of the Vietnam War.
Amazing. Well done, and congratulations to 1 second. To Play Zero, Epic Voice Guy, and Jacob Lopez.
I like epic voice guy
Epic Voice
said
Guy
like
had to get that one right, yeah.
like I know
Yeah, that's true. I
I
didn't even
know
think
all
of
the
that.
people.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been really embarrassing if he hadn't actually. That's true. Good job, guys. Well done. We've got another question
Congratulations.
for you. John, question the second.
Question the second, okay. Another well-loved voice actor, Michael Bell, voiced several characters in both G.I. Joe, like Duke and Major Blood, as well as in Transformers. What 2 original G1 cartoon series car Autobots did he voice?
Oof. Okay, one more time.
Another well-loved voice actor, Michael Bell, voiced several characters in both G.I. Joe and Transformers. In G.I. Joe, he was famous for Duke and Major Blood, among others. Question is, what 2 original G1 cartoon series car Autobots did he voice?
I'm already sweating.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. Now
But
remember,
I
it's
feel,
got to be 2.
2.
I feel
See?
relaxed because we are making John do our work today. We are making the best of our guests.
Exactly.
I already see some answers. A lot of people are just copying a guy that knows.
Classic.
Classic.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give it another second and then I'll do stabbies.
Been rewatching some of the Tubi app has a lot of the G.I. Joe and Transformers series for free streaming. So it's fun to pull that up and go through some of the old shows.
Yeah, I heard that Hasbro just had it for free, the G.I. Joe, all the series, so
A
people can
bunch on
actually have a
YouTube,
look.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's
Okay.
funny, because a lot of times of the game, I just like sit there and watch the Transformers episodes in order to remember how things were, and I always feel like totally different to what I remember as a kid. But it gets a lot of inspiration. I was like doing a character now, and I was trying to see like how he should animate or transform from, and I was like, here's a video clip from how he goes in the series. Just try to do the same thing. So it's always a good to get some inspiration from all this the old
Yeah, like
cartoons.
the Golden Lagoon cores, right? Straight out of
Yeah,
the G1 series.
or the Creme Six straight away from one
Kremsiks.
of the episodes. It's like one episode for a few minutes, and we just made such a big thing out of them. That's actually I remember like Chris, the old team lead for the Transformers. He just kind of hated it, but he just went along with them.
That reminds me of another good question. Maybe I don't know about the rest of the community, but I seem to have accumulated a lot of the white Kremsiks, and I really don't use them that much. But I do like
Mm.
the blue and the purple and the red and the yellow.
Mm.
Is there any thought of being able to, I don't know, swap those in or? The way
you
to
can,
manage your inventory of those.
I mean, you can do some requests. Like, why we don't mind like really changing stuff and replacing things for people. It's more, I think, the load on the community support, like for people sending all the requests, like, can you change this or can you change that? We'll considering if people have a lot more requests, similar requests like that. So I don't want to do something that puts a lot of extra load on the community unless there is something we have to do, like when we actually did the nerf for the
Mhm.
white Kremzix is when we actually allowed that.
Okay.
But
So then maybe a
Sorry.
buff to the white
yeah,
Krenzik might be in order then.
yeah, we shall see. I still think he has uses, but yeah, definitely something to consider.
We've got winners.
Cool. Let's just go through them.
Do you want to say the answer first, John?
Yes. So Michael Bell voiced both Prow and Sideswipe.
Huzzah! All right. Congratulations to Blazed Giga B, as well as Mirage Jake and Derek Daniel.
Hey, congratulations, guys.
Clap, clap, clap.
And our final question of the day, evening, whatever your time zone is.
Final question, also a G1 voice actor, Chris Latta, who did famously the voice of Starscream, appeared briefly in one episode of what 90s sitcom?
Oh, gosh. Amazing. Good. Do you want to repeat one more time?
Yes. The incredible G1 voice of Starscream, Chris Latta, appeared briefly in one episode of what 90s sitcom?
That's nice questions.
Go, Google, go.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know how I would put that into Google to search it. You know what I mean?
I guess Google is your friend. If you search for someone, he probably has all his career work somewhere,
Actually,
and
yeah,
he can
that's
actually
true. That's
present
true.
it.
Don't give him tips.
I'm going to some of the answers because I've seen some questions. People are asking, like, what's now that we unlock the second slot in a lower level, what's the cost to unlock it? It's still the same cost as before. It's still 200,000 at Energon, so that has not changed. I also want to bring something like the option to unlock that slot on lower levels is depending that you do not have an upgrade for the building. So if you can actually upgrade it, if you have an HQ level up and you can upgrade that building, then you won't have that option. So you have to be like, you have to done an upgrade and not have an available upgrade coming up for the option to appear, because the UI is really constrictive. So there's not enough room to have both options there.
Okay, I love some of the answers that are coming in. We've got Boy Meets World. Amazing. Married with Children. Star Trek.
It's a great 90s sitcom. Star Trek was a great 90s sitcom.
Yeah. We've got The Simpsons. Lots of great guesses. All incorrect, guys. All incorrect.
There are some correct ones, though.
Oh, Friends. No. Although this is making me want to like tune into 90s sitcoms pretty badly. Maybe I'll do that after. Okay, so I'm seeing some answers. Full House. No, guys. No.
Fraser, maybe?
What's that?
Fraser.
Oh yeah, Fraser. That's another
Fraser.
good one. I'm not seeing. I'm starting to see some. Let me look at the other ones.
Help you.
No, Facebook is slow. YouTube is getting it. Twitch has got it already, I think. Ah, Saved by the Bell, so good.
Oh.
What's your favorite 90s sitcom, John? If
It'd
it's the
probably be
answer,
this
don't
one.
say it.
It'd probably be this one.
Okay, then never mind. It's not looking good. Okay, do I have to
Guess
give
we
a
saved the
hint?
hardest one for last, huh?
Yeah, did.
You Want to give a hint? I could think of a good hint.
Okay, yeah, give a hint.
The spiritual successor to this show is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh.
Cool.
Hmm. Also a good show. Will and Grace. Oh gosh, amazing. Baywatch. uh, um. Wow, yeah, you guys are going all over the map with this one.
Mm.
It's for
Okay,
the
I'm
younger
starting to see
audience.
answers. I think there's enough for me to do. Stop, or my mom will shoot. Oh my gosh.
That's a long one.
Okay, let me see if there's any here yet. Okay.
Remember, you have to put your player name, alliance name, and your HQ level so we can find you.
Yes. Okay. Have we got 3, Hyro?
I got 2. So, yeah, 3.
Yeah. Did you get Twitch and YouTube?
No, I got Twitch only.
Okay, let me get one from.
Because YouTube,
Let
I
me
can
get
do.
one from there.
Yeah, I have one. Boom.
Oh no, we both have one.
Lots of winners now.
That's okay. Okay, maybe let's pick one more from
Facebook?
yeah. Then we've
Yeah,
got
I
2 for
don't.
each.
Okay. I don't have Facebook, sorry.
It's okay. Actually, we can't because there's only one answer. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. So, what was the answer?
The answer was Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
He played a mugger at the very end of an episode called The Subway.
Nice.
What was in that episode again? I don't remember. Can you recap it?
I can't remember actually.
Oh no. I'm like, I've seen every single episode. Do I remember that one? Well, Hyro, do you want to read out the winners?
Yes, of course. So we have Blackout, Chile de Septabots, that answered Sinfield. We have Hot Rod, UK82. Congratulations. We have Claire Kirkeby. We have Logotron, who also answered correctly. And then the last one, it's the Arrow DJ Heart. That's a pretty cool note.
It is, yeah. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
You will get
Please
some
allow
freebies.
for what's that?
They will get some freebies.
Yes, allow for some
Oh,
time
yes.
for those freebies to reach you. I know John was saying before as well that he's had to write in a couple of times to get his, I was about to say treats, his rewards. There we go. So yeah, if you don't get them within a few days, then do write in. But we will try to make sure that you do get them within the next few days. Anything else from you guys
Well,
before we jaunt?
I'd like to say like what's coming up because
Yes.
I guess a lot of people are asking where are the new bots and what's about Battle Masters. So we will be doing another stream next week. We will be announcing the new bots. Actually, will be announced should be announced in the newsletter. I think on Wednesday. So you're gonna find out. And also, Battle Masters should be going live next week on Thursday. So we probably will just showing them up during the stream next week. There will be more details about who they are and what they do during the newsletter for on Wednesday. But the plan is, I think, as when we'll be doing this stream this time next week, they will be live, so people can start getting them.
Amazing.
And I almost forgot, we got a picture
Oh,
from
yes.
Nathan. Nathan, we haven't almost forgotten, but there we go with number 1. Share. Can you see it?
Ooh,
It was
yes.
anniversary, Simon Furman's anniversary, and it's typically celebrated by drawing Death's Head kind of image or homage. And we have the Nathan homages for this year with this impactful image.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Thanks for sharing, Nathan.
Thanks, and always you can send us your art. Same applies to everyone. If you want to draw something for us, we'll show it. So
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. John, thanks so much for joining us today, Thunderbot.
Yeah, thanks for having me. That was fun.
We're glad. You really
Thanks for joining
carried
us.
a lot of the weight today, so it was fun. It was nice to like just hear about the game from the player's perspective. It was great.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, let's remind that if other people want to join us, there is send an email to live@spaceape.com.
Live at spaceapegames.com. Yeah, I've already gotten a
Yes.
few emails. I can put the email in the chat again. Email live at.
we'll make you work.
Yeah,
as you,
yeah.
as
There's
you can
work
see.
involved.
But it's good fun, isn't it, John?
Yeah, it's fun. It was really fun.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. I'll put it here as well.
Cool.
And cool. Yeah. So just shoot an email to that email address that I've put into chat and let us know if you would like to join us. And we'll see who it'll be next week. Woo!
Ooh.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time, and do stay safe. Stay indoors. Teach some other people to play games who wouldn't normally. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Oh, I just said that.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Chat to you
Bye,
soon.
guys. Have a good time.
Bye.
Good
See you
weekend.
next week.